Alright guys, here we go with today's video, which is Resident Evil 5's Chris Redfield made by NECA. Let's take a quick look at the package. Oh, zoom out real quick. It's kind of like the Gears of War packaging, but a little bit different. The words are raised up. You can kind of see it here. And there's a quick little bio, which you really can't read all too well, but it's on the back as well. Character, 25 points of articulation. The back, the bio, and other characters, which is Sheva, Chris, which is this video, and Executioner. And here goes some quick reading on Chris that's specific to him. Not sure how well you could read it, but oh well. And his accessories: knife, pistol, shotgun. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at his details and all that stuff. Paint job, sculpt. Zoom in right here a little bit. See the face pretty well. The body. The logos. And I'm not sure if you could tell or not from the beginning, but the beard sculpt and all that, or the facial hair, 5 o'clock shadow type look. You can see he has a pretty good, good detailing and all that on the sculpt, outfits, and everything. Everything looks good on him, detail wise. Accessories he comes with are this stuff: shotgun, the handgun, which fits nicely inside the pouch. This part doesn't pop open, but it's good because it doesn't snap open. But it's bad because you kind of gotta work it in there and work it out. There's the gun. The last thing is this right here. His 2 guns accessories fit in his hands really nicely, but for a knife, it's not really all that well. Because you can see right here, it doesn't hold it at all. It's too much of a gap. And right here, same thing. So you really can't hold the knife at all unless you get it in the right angle. But yeah, he doesn't hold it too well, or at all. Points of articulation, I should have did it while I had him in my hand. Up and down, and all the way around. Here's the shoulder, and like that as well. Mid bicep, also 360. Elbows, 360 as well, and back and forth. Wrist, rib cage, waist, ankles, which side to side, well, they're about that much because of the pants. They hang over too low, so they prevent it from spinning all the way around. And some up and down. Knees, about that far. Mid thigh. Leg joints, like this. Like this. So he basically has the same articulation as the Street Fighter characters. The price on these toys, I'm not really too sure yet because I haven't seen them in stores. Online they've been like $15 to $18 plus shipping. For me, I got my full set of all 3 characters from Series 1 for $51 shipped, so $51 total. But when you do find them in stores, they'll probably be like $15 or $16 each. Kind of the same price as the Gears of War toys and Street Fighter toys. Size comparison between him and other characters. Well, first of all, let me get this back on. Never mind. So I want to show you something a little bit. Size comparison between him and 10th anniversary Chris. He's a little bit taller, but you gotta remember that this one's knees are a little bit bent, and he's a little bit more slouched over a little bit. So as of right now, he's taller, but if he stood up all the way, it would be about the same. Chris and Sheva. Hold on. Chris and Sheva. And Chris, Sheva, and Executioner. So you can see there's a pretty accurate on the size of the character between the characters and all that. Here we go with a non-Resident Evil toy. It's a Master Chief from McFarlane's Halo series. So yeah, they're a lot taller than those guys. Just so you get a roughly idea how much taller they are. Now let's do a quick couple of good and bad, and then I'll give you the score. Good is articulation. He has a lot of movement. Everything's pretty much nice and stiff. And pretty good paint job except for one thing. On the face, his beard isn't painted in at all, so it's just sculpted on, but it's not painted, so it looks kind of funny. The hair looks pretty good. All the outfit looks nice. The weapons it comes with are pretty game accurate. It would have been nice if he came with some extra stuff, but that might be for like Series 2 stuff, like a Stars Chris or Safari Chris, whatever. So they might have the stuff later on, but different version, or even different character. He has good sculpt, like you've seen in the head. All the outfit, pants, knee pads, shoes, everything looks good. The bad stuff, like I said, is the lack of paint on the head. And with this arm, his bicep joint's pretty loose. It spins around not real easy, but noticeably easy compared to this one here. For the score on this toy, I'm going to have to give him an 8 out of 10. Like I said, with all the good stuff, good articulation, good paint job, good sculpt, game accurate accessories, correct height and all that, everything's good. And the bad is missing facial hair, which might be kind of easy to paint on. I just haven't done it yet. And also the little bit loose joints on the arm. Other than that, there's no breakage. Everything other than this part here is nice and tight. Accessories, except for the knife, fit in fairly well in his hands. The things that would have made this better is swappable hands, so he can actually hold a knife in his hand. Maybe even a fist hand. So 8 out of 10. If you see it in the store, you like Resident Evil, or at least Resident Evil 5, pick up the toy. It's pretty good, nice. So if you see them on the shelves, pick them up if you have the money. And one more thing I forgot to mention, as part of the bad is because his muscles are bigger and the way they did the articulation, he can only bend his arms up to about there, right there. His elbows right there. Which doesn't seem too bad, but to get him in a good shotgun pose with him, kind of like that kind of pose, it can't really be done. Let me do it right quick so you can see how it looks. Right? You kind of see it right here. It looks okay like that. But when you look at it like that, then it looks goofy. If they made it so he could bend his arm more towards in, then he could have gotten it close to his chest and all that. It made it look better as a holding it, but as of right now, no good. Still, the score is 8 out of 10. Still a good figure, minus a little bit of articulation here and looseness here. But still pick it up as a good toy.